Let's go after Mage Bot next. He's just Ape Drill. I was expecting projectile attacks in general. That's one complaint I have about this game. Most of the enemies and bosses don't have any projectile attacks, or they're over-focused on melee attacks. In the game franchise that inspired this freeware title, there was a better balance between melee and ranged enemies. Melee enemies dealt more damage to the player, but tended to be easier to dodge, whereas ranged enemies, although being more difficult to avoid, their projectiles dealt less damage. But remember, this is just a general rule. This did not apply to all enemies. So this enemy tries to telefrag me. See, I would like more enemies like the wizards there, who actually try shooting me. Or even some of the Hatter enemies like here, who try shooting me and then jump towards me. They pose some modicum of challenge. Oh yeah, I forgot, I had to use the other special weapon. So that hurts all ground-based enemies. Really powerful, but kind of limited. When I said ground-based, it apparently also includes enemies close to the ground, like the shield attackers. And that's it. Stage done. Watch as I get hit by every single barrier. Seriously, the star barrier should deal more damage to me. If this was a Mega Man Classic game, I would have lost already. And yet I persevered on my first attempt. Magic Star. Off to Seahorse. Are we in the Mushroom Kingdom sewers now? This kinda reminds me of Sonic Bowl. I'm not sure how powerful the shield is against this enemy. Everything falls to the bomb. Another advantage it has is how long it explodes for. It feels like it lasts for 3 or 4 seconds. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm immune to spikes. For a moment there I panicked. Are you sure about that, Vincenzo? I didn't have any problems. Like I said, I'll take a look at it after this game's done. The game's level editor buster. This game comes with a level editor, which allows you to edit any level in the game. Oh, thank goodness, the boss is actually doing something slightly different. That being summoning in enemies occasionally, and actually changing his height. Out of all the bosses I faced off against so far, he feels the most advanced. Now if only he dealt more damage. I'll stop complaining about the low amount of damage enemies deal to me until the end of the game. Sonar Wave. Last but not least, Mage Bot. My biggest problem with the game isn't the controls or physics, they're fine. It's more the enemy, mini-boss, boss, and level design, as well as weapon balancing. The engine itself isn't the problem. Quick question. Someone mentioned the leg parts are in the mine stage. Which stage is the mine stage? I already went to Dynamite Bot stage and got the arms upgrade. So wouldn't the boots be in a different stage? Wait, something's up there. Maybe that's where I need to get it. So this is like the Noise Crush then. But he can't charge it up. Just for some items, extra lives. Like I said, Vincenzo, we'll go over that once this game's done. I guess this weapon's okay. It'll work better for Rockbot though. Betabot's twin cannons are just too powerful. This shield is also fairly powerful, but unfortunately, I can only have up to one on screen at a time, and I can't fire my buster through it. Well, I'm gonna die for the first time during a boss battle. I started out with too low health, and I couldn't dodge the sand tornadoes. Seriously, how do you dodge that? I can't double jump either. A boss that's finally dealing a sizable amount of damage to me, but that's more due to undodgeable attacks. Probably, but I don't have to be forced to use weapons for this. Desert Storm. I could go after Dr. D, but I want to get the leg parts first. Aha! I should have paid attention to the discarded block on the bottom left. I mean, I could have gotten this earlier too on my first playthrough. There's a leg upgrade. So mid-air dashing. Now with the leg parts in hand, time to go to Dr. D's stage. I can do mid-air dashes, and I can chain it together with the dash jumps. In fact, if I do it next to a ceiling, I don't know how I was able to pull that off. Now if I do a mid-air dash and hold the jump button, I can actually jump out of it. But that's only if I didn't do a dash jump already. I don't think this was intended, but hey, it's cool. More movement tech. Lava probably still insta-kills me though. Let's try Desert Storm. Even though it doesn't really deal that much damage, it at the very least locks down the enemies. So I guess this is a somewhat useful weapon. E-copter? Well, you're a pushover. I'm gonna start complaining about the short length of the stages too, as it's a common problem for at least 3/4 of the game. I'll talk more about it when I give my overall thoughts on the game as a whole. Magma beams. Oh no, force beams. Actually, it wasn't that bad, to be honest. Then again, I do have the Time Stopper weapon, so if need be, I'll use it. I suppose instead of getting air dashing, Rockbot gets double jumping for his leg upgrade. I will credit this stage for being long enough. First fortress boss is Power Disc. Do you have any other attacks, Disc? No, you don't. I mean, you could have at least sped up once you got to low health. That danger block looks familiar. Sadly, I can only pick up one of these green capsules. Destin? So that's the name of this fortress? I don't mind if the game is a freeware game and it reuses assets from other titles. See Sonic Bowl for example. That too, Buster. Mega Man Maker is a level editor, whereas the editor provided by this game is more of a game editor. When I say Buster, I'm referring to Bart. Whoa, that was a close one. Of all the things this game is taking heavy inspiration from, I don't think End Base is one of them. That was sudden. I expected some dialogue. If I was playing as Rockbot, I could slide under the missiles. I get the feeling it got stuck in the wall. It should jump from left to right. I'll call this boss Quarantine Hatter.